Hello and welcome to Park Life for the final time this season as we take on Morecambe here at the park on Sunday. Coming up on this week's show, Gary Caldwell and Jay Stansfield preview the match, and we have a lowdown on our opponents, Morecambe. But we start with a look back at some of this season's many fantastic highlights. Last Sunday we celebrated the very best of the 22-23 season for both the men's and women's team at our annual awards dinner at Winslade Park. Some of the key awards handed out were Goal of the Season, which we saw go to this stunning strike from Harry Kite.
You're not going to miss him, are you?
Here's Sweeney, sends it a first time cross. Conway was on the ground before it got to him, and then
a decade, and it was worth the wait, Andrew March. Certainly was. You don't stop those, do you? You're in goal, and what a wonderful strike that was there by Harry Kite. The defensive-minded Harry Kite there. Certainly not being defensive-minded with that strike at all, was he?
Congratulations, Harry. What a strike it was. Our first home goal in League One for over 10 years, and what a strike it was. You also voted for your player of the season, and was it in any doubt? Pierce Sweeney.
Swingen. Still not clear. Shots! And there we have the opening goal. It's the centre half.
Has another go. Oh, he's found again. 91st minute of the game.
There are also several awards handed out for the Exeter City women's team, including their fans player of the season for the second year in a row, Zoe Watkins. She was on target from the penalty spot last Sunday as they picked up a 4-0 win over Swindon to end their season top of the league. We'll have to wait another week to see how Cardiff City get on against Moneyfields to find out whether they will gain that promotion and a league title. Here are the highlights from that win over Swindon.
Right. Oh. Tire. Let it beat you, Jen. Good.
Derek Adams brings his Morecambe side to SJP on Sunday, knowing that a win could secure their League One status, as long as results also go their way. After 3 consecutive wins, including coming from 2-0 down against Lincoln in their last match to win 3-2, has kept them well within that survival race. Earlier in the season, when the two sides met, Josh Key responded instantly to a Morecambe opener as we drew 1-1 at the Mazuma Stadium. Now, the one to watch for the Shrimps this weekend is their top scorer, Jensen Weir, who has got 10 in all competitions. And they're a side known for scoring late goals. So it certainly could be an entertaining encounter given what is riding on it for our opponents. For the final time this season, we caught up with the manager, Gary Caldwell, ahead of this game. He stressed the importance of how much he wants the players to give the fans one final thing to cheer about this season.
Yeah, a little bit. I think, we don't change how we prepare for a game. We analyse every team the same, whether it's Ipswich, who are going to win promotion or win the league, or a team that's fighting relegation. We analyse every team the same, we prepare the same, we give the players as much information as we can to make sure that they're ready to go and perform. So I think what we do know is they're in good form. They've played the same way the last few games, so I'll be very surprised if they change that. But as ever, when we play at home, I think it's about what we do, regardless of who we play at home. I think if we play to our best, like we did against Barnsley, then we can beat any team in this league at this stadium. So it's a big day for us. We want to finish the season on a high. We want to give our supporters something to cheer about over the summer and finish our first season back in League One for a long time on a real high, and give them something to cheer about over the summer, so that next season we come back with the momentum of this game.
Sunday could be an emotional day for Jay Stansfield and all of us here at SJP as he waves goodbye to the club following the conclusion of his loan spell from Fulham. We caught up with him earlier in the week to talk about a wonderful season he's had here at the park, and also on that final game against the Shrimps.
Yeah, I've loved every minute. I think from the first day I come in, and we're here in the big bank, taking my photos and things, to sat here now in the ground after just trained. had a whole season with ups and downs, new managers. But yeah, it's been I'll remember every minute of it, and I've enjoyed my time here.
Fantastic form. They know what they need to do to stay in the league on Sunday, and that is to beat us. How do we ensure that we make it as difficult for them as possible?
I think we just go out and play with freedom, and yes, enjoy ourselves, but put a performance on that's going to be professional and help each other win. And I think we need to keep pushing, and hopefully we can put a performance on that obviously will give us the win.
For this week's Classic Encounter, we're spinning the clocks back to 2017 for our last home win over the Shrimps. Jayden Stockley was on target twice as the Grecians picked up a 4-1 win. Here are the highlights. Nearly 1,400 of you have signed up to be somewhere just perfect next season. With yet another sellout on the final day of this season, what better time to buy a season ticket for the next campaign as we celebrate a second season in League One. You can buy right up until the 2nd of June early bird deadline to get that discounted price, because let's be honest, there is nowhere better than somewhere just perfect.
St James Park has been our home for over 100 years. It's unique, but it's ours. Our home in the heart of our community.
We have an interesting history. We were the first team to play Brazil. We're a club that has spent much of its life scrapping to survive in the lower end of the English football pyramid.
For a club that was almost lost 20 years ago and was saved by you, the fans.
You came together when we needed you the most.
And for 20 years we've sung.
We
own our football club. We own our football club. We own our football club.
You gave us a sense of.
You showed us unwavering.
You helped us get to where we are today, back competing in League One after a decade. At a ground we can be proud of, with modern training facilities and exciting days spent at the park.
seek. Woken demon, I can't defeat history. Shattered us. What we stand for is not enough hope.
With a real connection with our club and players.
It's showing our passion.
It's sharing the highs
and the lows.
It's the roar of the crowd, heard across the city.
It's the beat of the drum.
It's a day out with the family.
It's spending time with friends.
It's that pre-match pint.
It's the smell of the burger van.
Stansfield now draws the defender to him, shoots and scores! Jay Stansfield has done it! He's wanted that goal at the Big Bank end.
We are looking forward to the future, looking up, not down. But we can't do it without you, our most loyal fans. So please come and join us for the 2023-24 season at our home, SJP.
SJP, somewhere just perfect.
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 On Sunday, it is our annual player signing event, which means after the game against Morecambe, the players will be sticking around pitch side to make sure you bring along any merchandise, and they'll be happy to sign it all and take selfies as well. With that on offer, we have a signing sheet which you can pick up inside the matchday programme, and if you're a junior Grecian, you can pick up one for free in the Junior Grecians Lounge as well. It's set to be a fantastic afternoon after the game for our player signing event. Thank you so much for joining us. That is the end of Park Life for this season, and sadly, as we know it as well, we'll be looking at bringing you something exciting, new and fresh for next season. As you well know, this game is sold out on Sunday, but the good news is you can watch it on iFollow, both in the UK and overseas, with a match pass for just £10. Log on to iFollow and watch the game, which includes live commentary from the BBC Radio Devon team. We'll also have it on our social media channels, so follow us on Twitter, Facebook and Instagram, where you'll have live match coverage of the game, plus an interview with Gary Caldwell and one of the players afterwards. Thank you so much for watching Park Life this season, last season and before that as well, and we hope you like our fresh new ideas next season. Thanks a lot for all your support, and for one last time this season, louder than ever, up the city!